Okay, hello guys. So today I'm gonna show you my computer, which is from 2003, and I would like to show you the performance of several 3D cards. So we will start with the current, which is in PC. This card name is it's Geforce 2 MX, I think. This PC is original build, and I would like to show you some 3D mark results. So this beep is okay. So for the card, so I will show you this card. This graphic card is Ati Rage 128 Pro. It's I think 32 megabyte version. This one, and it's just some usual card. It's not rare, and we will see the performance on 3D Mark 2000 and 2001 as well. So I will show you those pictures up later. Next card, which is quite rare, it's 3DFX Voodoo 3 3000, which has of course more speed of the bus, sorry, not the bus, but chip itself and the memory. This card is actually quite rare. Then I will show you the card, what is inside the PC. This is just another Geforce 2 MX with 64 megabytes of RAM. And the last one, and the highest performance card, is this Agp Geforce 5200 with 128 megabytes of RAM. So I will show you the results on 3D Mark on the screen, and because we already performed these tests before, I will just shut it down. Everybody was asking regarding the performance of the old car, which was quite expensive when it was new. So there were not so many persons that can allow those cards. Just now, because the price is actually, I will try 3DFX first, is quite silly. So we can make those testing as well. So 3DFX cards, any Voodoo sort, if it's Voodoo 1, Voodoo 2 or Voodoo 3, it actually doesn't matter. It's very rare. And it will be, because there was remain just some of them, and not all of them are functional. They are very often overheating and so on. Well, the PC is slightly faster than it should be, but I have the second PC, which I have here, is quite intact, but it's slow for the Agp 4x card. This is Celeron 366 MHz, and it's very slow actually, even for 3DFX card, even for the benchmark. So that's why I choose this original Athlon. So we already performed the test on 3D Mark 2000, and I would like to perform the test on 3D Mark 2001. Yeah, you can see the poor FPS frame rate. I will rather move the camera that you can see more closer to the monitor, which is in fact, so just now we can see this test on 3DFX. So if I check the temperature of 3DFX, it's already quite hot. approximately 45 degrees Celsius. Just for a little bit, skip it. The worst card by so far is Ati Rage 128 with 32 megabytes, which is this one. And you can see the result. It's actually surprising, it's quite poor, because I remember that the Rage 128 was slow, but the Rage 128 Pro, which is this one, was quite fast. The second slowest card that shares the place with the 3D-FX is this one. It's Geforce. It's Geforce 2 MX200. So Geforce 2 MX200 is very similar to the performance of 3D-FX, but this card is actually very cheap. You can buy it for, well, a couple of cents, maybe dollars, or whatever currency you may like, but it's very cheap and the performance is very similar to 3D-FX, but this one has 32 megabytes of memory. I have several cards like this. I will somehow find it. It's this one. So this is actually the green one. It's ST-Lab maker, which is probably more rare. And this one, I think it's InnoVision. Yes, but the performance is very similar as 3D-FX, which you just might see. So before the 3D-FX will completely blow off, so I would like to skip it to the quite good performance card, which is suitable for this computer or computers above 1 GHz. Geforce 2, but the chipset is 400 and it's got the 64 megabytes of RAM. And the performance is almost twice as higher than the Geforce 2 200 MX. I would like to show you as well some just not already rare components of AMD which I choose, and I will show you in the next videos. Yes, it's already fluent. It's about 30 to 40 FPS. So, meanwhile, I will show you this motherboard. This is motherboard from Asus. It's K7M. This one has inside the processor of Slot A processor Athlon with 750 MHz. It's actually quite rare. You cannot see this kind of motherboards and CPUs today, and if so, they are quite expensive. The big advantage of this K7M, it has got this one is 500 MHz. I believe it can be faster than Socket A processor, which I have in this PC, and it will be better. Of course, it was also more stable, because you can see the cooler size, or the cooler size is much bigger. The nature of 3D Mark 2001 was very specific, and it was only for several cards. And I believe that the score will be, the final score will be something over 2000, 2500 maybe, of this one, and I believe I had a very similar score with my Slot A 650 MHz, same PC build back then in 2001 or 2002, I don't remember correctly. Card, which is this one, Geforce FX5200, or so you can buy it for several USD. I don't have any more powerful graphic cards to the Agp, and I also don't want to show because this is not about, this is really some retro benchmarking tests in compare of the others. I forgot to mention that the motherboard is KT266 from MSI, so via chipset. Do like, I will show you, is this actually makes sucking, but the power source fan is makes sucking as well. So the wind is going completely opposite direction, which is quite funny, because if we will change the rotation of the fan, I think we can decrease the CPU temperature maybe more than 5-10 degrees. But it was did like that back then, and my intent is not to change it. So nature, this is the first time that we saw nature. I believe that it will be approximately 20 FPS, but I'm not sure about that. Oh, sorry. So just now it's about 9 FPS. So back then we thought that this is really the graphic of the future. If we look at it today, it's quite funny, and how the computers and the graphic cards were slow. So anyway, I hope you like this video. It's quite long, it's probably not so interesting, but really my intents were to show you the main difference between all of those cards at the 3D Mark with some retro computer that was not even so expensive, probably all of us had back then, and just you don't have a time, or you don't want to buy it somehow, so that's why I show you this video. So please click on subscribe, see my other videos. This is actually the first video that I make for the computers. I usually make performance cars, but it doesn't matter. So I do it also in English language. It's much better to share those things in English language instead of Czech language, because this is more common and more of you will understand what I say, instead of, of course I can make subtitles, but it will not be as well. So Czech people, sorry, and everybody who understands English, or everybody who understands my English, you are welcome, and see you in next video. I hope you like it.